After taking a long break from Apex Legends, I decided to return to it about 2 months ago. Season 17 added the new weapon mastery system, which keeps track of your progress for each weapon, including kills and damage. This allowed ApexLegendsStatus.com to have leaderboards for each weapon. When I looked at the leaderboard, I noticed that the person in first place, I'm New, had 6,412 Mozambique kills. At the time, I was at about 5,000 Mozambique kills. As a Mozambique enthusiast, I decided to go for the top spot, which meant I needed just 1,500 more kills, though it ended up taking a lot more than that. I also decided to only use the Mozambique from that point on. As of the making of this video, my Mozambique level is 118, and every other weapon level is level 1, because I simply do not use them. Anyways, after a lot of grinding from both me and I'm New, I emerged into first place at just over 9,000 kills. But I couldn't stop my grind there, so close to the quintuple digit mark. And I pushed just a little bit further until I reached it. 10,000 Mozambique kills. The Mozambique is often regarded as one of the most weak weapons in the game, and I'm proud to have proven that it can be used effectively. I've come across many people during my grind who had questions for me, so I'm going to answer them again in this video for the wider audience. The question that I get asked the most, by far, is very simple. Why? Because I love the Mozambique, that's why. As I mentioned, it's seen as a weak weapon, and as someone who likes to represent the underdogs, the community's view of the weapon just made my passion that much stronger. Do you stream? No, and there's a few reasons for that. First, my internet isn't nearly good enough to stream. I lag out very often, which not only leads to some truly heartbreaking losses, but also means I cannot stream effectively. Secondly, I'm not that good at Apex. I only hover around a 1.7 kill death ratio. For a more specific comparison, during my grind I was killed by Tolus, a popular Apex streamer. I couldn't find his KD ratio, but dividing kills by matches played shows that he gets almost 16 kills a match. By the way, thank you Respawn for matching me up against Tolus. That was a really fair fight. So yeah, I'm not that good. I struggle a lot in close range fights, and of course, long range fights. And finally, I am a terrible commentator. Just calm down. Just calm down. You're right at the end. Kinda. I mean, the ladders disagree. The ladders want you to be here forever. But you can't give in to their demands because you are greater than they are. In theory, you know. Do you have TikTok? No, and again, there's a few reasons for that. First, I have concerns over the whole privacy thing. Secondly, I already have what's referred to as TikTok brain, and that's despite never having used TikTok in my life, and that's causing me some serious issues. I feel like introducing myself to a new social media platform designed to be as addicting as possible is an unwise move. Basically, I do not currently have an online presence dedicated to Apex content. However, if you're interested, I would encourage you to check out my Mozambique Gauntlet series, which I posted about a year ago. My friend Andy and I completed some Mozambique-themed challenges, which was very fun. I'm dead.
Tossing jump drive.
Didn't work.
Activating jump drive.
Bro! Respawn! The one time I need you!
Just run, dude.
Jump drive in position.
God damn it, Respawn! But skip the first episode. I botched the audio for the first episode, and you can hear all my heavy breathing for the entirety of the episode. Unless you're into that sort of thing, which in that case, feel free to watch it, you weirdo. I would also be down for posting more content similar to the Mozambique Gauntlet if people were interested. I have a lot of challenges in mind that I could complete. Who do you main? My answer to that question changes every few days. I have the most kills on Loba, but I really dislike playing her. I think Loba's abilities are boring, and her personality is repulsive to me. However, Loba is essential for finding Mozambique attachments and the Mozambique itself, though currently the Mozambique is in the crafter, so I have a bit more freedom when it comes to choosing a legend. I would play Mad Maggie, who seems like the obvious choice for a shotgun enjoyer, but I'm New mains her, and I am not trying to poach on their territory. If you land and can't find a Mozambique, what would you do? Well, I use melee, grenades, and abilities. Are you ever going to use another gun besides the Mozambique? Yes, Sheila and Sniper's Mark. Doesn't only using the Mozambique mean you are a selfish player? Yes. I'm not going to pretend like I'm on some sort of moral high ground here. It is a fact that I am soft throwing in many fights by refusing to use another gun, and I'm sure my teammates are pissed off at me often. However, I do try to help my team as much as I can within the confines of my own restrictions. I am a Jumpmaster supremacist, which means I go wherever the Jumpmaster goes. No exceptions. If they want to jump headfirst into Fragment, that's where I'm gonna go too. I do play a little bit selfishly after the drop. As soon as I get my hands on a Mozambique, I like to take every fight possible. I will not wait for my teammates to finish looting. If I hear gunshots, I'm rushing that. Do you play by yourself? When I first started my grind, I always solo queued. As I played more though, I've met some players who I like to pair up with, and now I only solo queue maybe 50 to 60% of the time. What is your next goal? Right now, I do not have a next goal. In fact, I would like to take a break from Apex. There are other fun games that I really need to catch up on, such as modded Celeste and Slay the Spire. I do not expect to hold on to the #1 Mozambique kill spot for long. I'm new, will surely catch up and surpass me, which is fine. I'm just glad to have touched the top for just a little bit. That's about all I have to say. Feel free to leave any additional questions in the comments and I will address them. Thank you for watching.
Our brethren's fight is not over.